It is a savory start. Gruyere is a type of Swiss cheese that's creamy and rich, and that taste is also slightly nutty. It's a great to slice and to serve on a platter, but it's also smooth and melting, which makes for a perfect, and it can go on a bunch of different recipes, like the one we're about to make.
That's right, and Chef Swetha Newcomb is here to show us how to make caramelized onion, mushroom, and Gruyere tartlets. Here, come on back over here, Swetha. What are we doing here first? Actually, where do you start off on the skillet?
Straight off on the skillet. So I have a lot of vegetarian clients, and I always want to keep options open for them. So I was trying to research some amazing, simple, easy vegetarian appetizers, and I found some inspiration on this simple dish with puff pastry.
Okay.
So we have caramelized onions and mushrooms in this pot. So 8 ounces of mushrooms and 1 medium-sized onion that I chopped up, sauteed together. I just deglazed it with a little bit of white wine, and then I'm going to show you how to assemble these really quick.
Okay, now while you're doing that, what if my kids and my vegetarian friends are just super picky and they don't want onions or mushrooms? Do you have any other ideas that you can replace those with?
Of course. Let's do asparagus and spinach.
Well, I can get down with that. I'm not sure the kids would go for the spinach, but the asparagus maybe.
Right. So with puff pastry, you can essentially put anything you want on it.
Okay.
What I'm going to show you here is how I assemble these, which is the hard, I wouldn't even say it's hard, but it would be the hardest part of this whole dish because we're trying to form kind of little bowls. So if you see over here how the filling stays on the inside and the outside rises. So I took one large cookie cutter, made one circle right there, and then I'm going to take one size smaller cookie cutter and just not fully indent it, but get
partially.
like a little, yes.
Okay.
And that's what's going to give it that bowl shape.
Give it that little lip there.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So then over here, we're just going to scoop. Oh, I forgot to add the thyme. Can't forget the herbs.
Can't forget thyme. Thyme is very important.
Thyme is so important. So we got some mushrooms, and we want to put everything in the middle. We don't want it to come on the outside for our puff pastry because then it's going to kind of overflow. So it's that simple, and then we're going to load it with some queso.
All right. Got to have the cheese on there, right?
At 350 for about 15 minutes.
Here, I'm going to move this so people can kind of see what you're working on there. Here a little bit. So that's the prep. That's ready to go in the oven right now then.
That's all you do. And then I like to brush the outside with egg. This is optional, but this is going to give it that brown look.
Oh, okay, so finish up.
Golden brown goodness.
So because we indented the pastry like that with the smaller cookie cutter, that's automatically going to bake up then like that?
So it'll give it
the lip or whatever you want to call it.
Scoop. So that's pretty much it.
Is this kind of similar to something? Could we make it in a like a muffin tin or something? If we wanted to put the puff pastry in the muffin tin, would that also help shape it kind of like that?
So if you wanted to keep it simple, you don't have cookie cutters, we're going to cut these into 9 squares, and then you're just going to lay it in the muffin tin and scoop your mushroom mixture into the muffin tin.
Awesome. And then how long do these go in the oven then? Because that's mostly just to cook the pastry then, right?
Yes, so 15 minutes about. Every oven's different, so if you have a convection oven, I would do 350 for 15, but if you have a regular oven, 375 for about 20 minutes.
And how long would you make these ahead of time, you think?
So I made these this morning. As you can see, the cheese is kind of dried up a little bit, but you can just stick these back in the microwave right before guests are about to come over.
Okay.
So you can make them a day before, put them in the freezer, and then thaw them out, stick them in the microwave, or you can make them right before they come over.
And you made these with Gruyere, right?
Yes.
Is that how you say it?
Yes.
Gruyere.
Everyone says it differently.
I think there's no right way. I'm sure there's a right way to say it, but there's the fun way to say it too. But would you suggest any other type of cheese as well, or is the Gruyere the way to go with these?
I love Swiss cheese. I think Swiss pairs really well with mushrooms and onion, but if you don't want to do any cheese, you also don't have to do any cheese either.
All right, well this one's calling to me right here, Swetha, so I'm going to go ahead and try it out here. Vegetarian Gruyere with the mushrooms and the onions and the puff pastry.
There you go.
It's very simple. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's delicious. It's the onions that you sauteed in here make the studio smell fantastic. I walked in here today, it just smelled fantastic. So thank you very much for being here.